Hi everyone, this is Tower here from TD Aesthetics, and today I wanted to do a short video explaining all about retinol, what it can do for your skin, where it comes from, and how you can incorporate it into your skincare regime to treat various different issues that you may have. So what is retinol? Where does it come from? Retinol is a derivative of vitamin A, and it can occur at different levels of potency. So when you pick up a product on the shelf or from your esthetician that purports to contain retinol, you need to be aware of what level of potency that product contains the retinol in. So for example, you can have retinol in a very weak form as retinoic acid, which legally can still be called retinol, but doesn't actually have an active effect on the skin because its potency isn't quite strong enough. You then move on to the next step, which would be retinol aldehyde. Again, if you look on a list of ingredients of your product, you will be able to see whether or not the retinol is a pure version of retinol or a more dilute, less effective version of retinol. So you're moving from the weakest to the strongest, basically, from retinoic acid through to retinol aldehyde, through to retinol acetate, through to retinol palmitate, and then finally through to the retinol ester. So whenever you're picking up products that say they have lots of retinol and they're going to do fantastic, amazing things to your skin, always check the list of ingredients to see what potency of retinol the product actually contains. So that's the first tip. So secondly, retinol can be used for lots of different things. So you can use retinol as a general sort of resurfacing of the skin, as a general exfoliation, if you like. So where you might have dry skin or dry patches on your skin and you've got lots of those fine lines and wrinkles that sit in the dryness. The dryness is just your dead skin cells that haven't yet been exfoliated away through the natural cell renewal cycle. As we get older, that exfoliation and that natural cell renewal cycle actually extends. So you end up with dry, dead skin cells sitting on the surface for much longer. And where retinol comes in, you can use the retinol to exfoliate them, to break the bonds between those dead skin cells, release them, and let the fresher, newer skin come through. So with retinol, as I said, you can use it for general exfoliation as a sort of catch-all to just give yourself a little bit more of a glow. You can also use retinol to treat more specific issues. For example, if you've got the fine lines, the wrinkles, you can use retinol to try and start to plump those out. You can use retinol for acne. It's really good at clearing away the debris that causes that the acne bacteria feed on. And so it gets rid of the blocked pores, the sebum, the oil, the dead skin cells that sit in those pores and cause the acne proliferation. So you can use retinol to clear that away, and also to clear away issues with pigment, because retinol, again, because it's removing those dead skin cells, the dry skin on the top, it removes all of those affected cells and it lets the fresher, cleaner, newer skin shine through. You can also use retinol when it has other ingredients within that product to actually volumize the skin a little bit, so you can get a little bit more plumpness to the skin. Another powerhouse product that I like to use with retinol is neoglucosamine, or NAG. NAG is formulated within the retinol product that's available from Neostrata Skin Active range. And it's a really excellent product because the retinol is a slow release retinol. It's microencapsulated. So that means you don't get the powerful retinol hitting your skin all at once and causing havoc. It's actually released very slowly and very gently. So your skin has time to acclimatize to it and you don't get lots of reactions, lots of redness, lots of purging, which you do get with retinol that's unchecked. You get lots of purging where all the impurities are pushed to the surface of the skin and it looks like you're having a massive breakout. Typically, microencapsulated retinol products tend to avoid that if you start low and slow with them. But if you've got retinol that doesn't have these soothing, gentler active ingredients encased within the formulation, you will always get that purge and that reaction to retinol, which does tend to put a lot of people off, which is a shame. If you stick with your retinol product, you will see brilliant results. There is no other active ingredient, bar none, that's as much of an all-round powerhouse in exfoliating and renewing the skin. So you can get your retinol product, as I said, with NAG if you want to go for the more kind of volumizing and exfoliating aspect. You can also get retinol in different levels of concentration. For example, within the Allumier MD range, the retinol products start at a 0.25% and go up to a 1%. That might not seem like a lot, but actually because it's a pure form of retinol, you're really getting all the goodness of that product. The 0.25% is an ideal starter product. So if you've never used retinol or any other vitamin A derivative before, I would always recommend that you start at this level. Start it probably twice a week, always in the evening, because retinol does make the skin hypersensitive to the sun. And then the next morning, you must always follow it up with a good quality broad spectrum sunscreen to make sure that you're protecting the skin. You don't want to spend the time and effort putting retinol on your skin each night and then just waste all that hard work by letting the skin be exposed to sun damage, which, as we know, causes the majority of the appearance of aging as we get older. So I hope that's answered some of your questions about retinol, namely the things that you need to remember. Choose a retinol product that actually gives you the amount of retinol that you need. Choose a retinol product that's microencapsulated, so you get that product released slowly into the skin, so you're less likely to have a reaction. Start slow and go low, so small concentrations of retinol and just a couple of times a week to start, and then you can start to increase the frequency as your skin gets used to it. And always watch out for any effects you might get after using the retinol. Also make sure that your retinol product has other ingredients that will soothe the skin and add hydration, so you're not ending up with super dry skin. So for example, the Allumier MD retinol formulations contain niacinamide, they contain peptides to allow the collagen matrix to be rebuilt from the inside out, and they also contain honey and other botanical extracts to really soothe and nourish and hydrate the skin, so you don't get a sort of dry, tight feeling that you would get with some other retinol products. These retinol products are gentle, they're effective, they're soothing, and they will make your skin look amazing. So message me if you want to find out a little bit more about retinol, if you'd like to try them out. I'm always available on my socials, Facebook, Instagram, and also on my YouTube channel, and my website, as always, www.tdsthetics.com. So I hope that was helpful to you. Give me a call or a message if you'd like to find out more. Bye-bye for now.